Hello, this is John from Infoblips.com. I need to share an observation. As I look around this country, I am forced to confront a hard truth. Most Americans are not yet prepared to accept the burden that comes with truly being free. Because freedom is not merely the right to speak, vote, consume, and go about our private lives undisturbed. Freedom also demands vigilance, courage, moral clarity, and the willingness to confront power when it becomes corrupt, lawless, and dangerous. And if we were fully living up to that responsibility, we would not be debating whether Donald Trump and those who enabled him should be held accountable. That accountability would already be underway. A free people does not shrug when constitutional limits are ignored. A free people does not excuse corruption when it is politically convenient. A free people does not remain passive when public office is used for private gain, when foreign interests are elevated above American interests, or when the machinery of state is bent toward personal power rather than public duty. This is not a matter of partisanship. It is a matter of national survival and civic integrity. As a former Republican, I understand the frustration, distrust, and alienation that led many decent people to place their hopes in Trump. I understand the failures of the political establishment that created the conditions for his rise. But whatever people believed in the beginning, the evidence is now overwhelming. This is not reform, this is not patriotism, this is not strength, it is decay. We are watching the erosion of constitutional norms, the degradation of public truth, the normalization of cruelty, and the reckless escalation of global instability. We are being told to focus on market highs and political theater, while the deeper foundations of the republic are being weakened in plain sight. And what is most disturbing is not only what is being done by those in power, but what is being tolerated by those who know better. We have become too comfortable with moral compromise, too practiced in rationalization, too willing to look away so long as our routines remain uninterrupted and our personal comforts remain intact. But history is unambiguous on this point. Nations do not lose themselves all at once. They lose themselves gradually through silence, cowardice, denial, and the steady normalization of what should never be accepted. And so the question before us is no longer whether this is serious. It is whether enough Americans are willing to act like free citizens before the damage becomes irreversible. That means demanding constitutional accountability. That means demanding investigation where there is evidence of a crime. That means demanding that no leader, no movement, and no political tribe be placed above the law or above the country itself. We cannot wait until later. This must occur now, because this is no longer about left versus right. It is no longer about party loyalty, media narratives, ideological branding, or religious dogma. It is about whether we still possess the moral seriousness required to preserve a republic. If we do, then we must act like it. If we do not, then we should at least be honest enough to admit that many citizens in this country do not actually want freedom. They want comfort without responsibility, power without principle, identity without conscience, and history will judge that accordingly. The Constitution cannot defend itself. It survives only if the people who inherited it are willing to defend it. If we do, then we must act like it. If we do not, then we should at least be honest enough to admit that many in this country do not actually want freedom. They want comfort without responsibility, power without principle, identity without conscience, and history will judge that accordingly. If you enjoyed this video, share, like, and follow me on YouTube channel, Infoblips LLC, Infoblips.com, or wherever you obtain your podcasts. Please feel free to leave comments. Thank you for listening.